Hi, I'm Christina from Travels with Ted. I've lived in an RV since 2016. In my decade on the road, so much has changed about RV life. Some things have gotten a lot more challenging, while other things are much simpler than they used to be. So let's head inside my RV and dive into everything that's changed about RV life in the last 10 years.
The first big change is cost. Everything from the price of diesel fuel to campground fees to the sticker price on RVs has skyrocketed in the last 10 years. In fact, when we first started camping, it was easy to find campsites for under $30 per night. Now, it's not uncommon for a standard full hookup back-in site to cost upwards of $60 per night, and RV resorts often charge over $100 per night for a campsite. And fuel. The first time we filled up our diesel tow truck in 2016, it was $1.99 per gallon. The very next day, it jumped over $2 per gallon, and it's basically been increasing ever since. RV prices have also increased significantly. The MSRP on our first RV, a new 2015 Grand Design fifth wheel, was $57,929. A similar 2025 Grand Design fifth wheel has an MSRP of $96,795. That's a 67% increase. And according to the US inflation calculator, the cumulative inflation over that time period was only 33%. So RV prices have really gotten quite crazy. The next big change is internet. When we first started RV life, finding reliable internet could be a big challenge. Mobile hotspots were around, but it could be costly if you needed unlimited data. Now I get 100 gigabytes of hotspot data for less than $20 a month on my cell phone plan. And campground Wi Fi is also much more reliable than it used to be. Most private campgrounds and even some state parks now offer stable enough Wi Fi that we can stream TV shows. And the real game changer was the launch of Starlink, which has allowed RVers to have internet literally anywhere. Another change we've noticed is campgrounds are more crowded. When we first started RVing, some popular destinations, such as Florida in the winter and Maine in the summer, were selling out months in advance. But by the early 2000s, after the COVID RV boom, we were having trouble finding last minute reservations at any decent campsite. For example, we were meeting friends in South Carolina in February of 2022, and all of the local campgrounds were fully booked, even though the highs were only in the 50s. While things aren't as crazy as they were in 2022, campgrounds are still much fuller than when we started RVing 10 years ago. In fact, a recent study by The Dirt found that over half of campers, 56%, had trouble booking a campsite in 2024 because everything was already full. Back in 2019, that number was just 10%. So, yeah, it's gotten a lot harder to snag a great campsite. Another big change we've noticed is that RV life is less shocking. With the rise in RV ownership and remote work, we found that our lifestyle is less shocking to other people. When we told people we were moving into an RV in 2016, people generally expressed shock or confusion as to why we would want to do that. Now most people just say, that's cool. While few people have been on the road as long as we have, moving into an RV for a few years to travel and explore is a lot more common than it used to be. And is also more common to be living in a small RV. In 2024, we downsized from a 34-foot fifth wheel to a 23-foot travel trailer. Our new trailer was more affordable, allows us to get better fuel efficiency on our tow truck, and allows us to access so many more state park campgrounds and boondocking sites. While many full time RVers still purchase a huge 40 plus foot RVs, we're not the only ones that are downsizing. NADA experts say there's a trending shift away from purchasing large units to smaller trailers. They have seen this trends with baby boomers who are downsizing from large Class A down to smaller Class C or Class B motorhomes, while millennials are gravitating towards the smaller trailers. If you're interested in RV life, I've created a ton of resources to help you. Check out the info in the description to learn more about the logistics of RV life, from domicile to mail to health insurance. I'll tell you everything you need to know. And don't forget to subscribe. Happy camping!